Okie dokie. Live on YouTube. Woo. Yeah, I'm just watching myself scratching my nose. I didn't realize I was doing that. Hello, Richard. Hello, Southwest WA. You want to think about shortening that name? It's a bit of a mouthful. Hello, Alison. Scotland. Melinda. Regina. Cecil. Gary. Petra. Wow. Michelle. Julie. Mark. Good name. Get your groove on, buddy. Yes, I am. Hello from Canada. I love Canada. I had a great time in Canada. Penticton, one of my favorite towns in the world. Portugal. Deborah. Hello. Maya. Hello. Taz. Wow. I'm shocked. I thought there'd be about 4 people here. Wow. Hello, Nigel. Sharon. G Smith. Sounds like an exclamation. G Whiz. G Smith. Wow. Wow, loads of you. Hello. So, thank you. Wow. All over the world. Amazing. I'm in Ireland, in a kitchen. And I'm buzzing. I don't know about you guys. I am buzzing. Like I'm wired into the mains. It's amazing. I might take these off, actually. Sounds like an exclamation. No, I might keep them in, actually. I'm going to keep them in. Because now I'm... Wow. Oh, wow, loads of you. Now I'm just hearing myself. Right, so, wow, so many people. Just amazing. Oh, hello, Julie. You've got the spanner. Kick out any nasty people. They're all nice, though, so keep them going. I was going to have a drink of my new version of Guinness, which is called water, which is really good. Electrolyzed water, which is even better. Oh, by the way, recommend this. I think you might have seen this with me. JC's got one of these as well up. Is it working? No, still got a double chin, but it's getting there. It's getting there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up the Zoom link in the comments, and then you can join me. We can have a chat. Would you like that? I'm flicking between flicking between the things. Oh yeah, chat, live chat. Okay, here is the Zoom link. If you want to come on and ask a question, say anything, please do, because it'll be fun. And I've never done that before, so I like doing new things. This is a big week, right? That's why I think the energy is like off the charts. Oh, it won't let me do that. Hang on. Too long. Let's try again. Oh, it's because I've got all the other crap in it. Oh, so I've been a bit of an idiot here. Hang on. Try that. I don't want to see your grill this morning. Why is that? Bullring Films. Nice name for a film company, by the way. Bullring. You've been Birmingham by any chance? I've got family in Birmingham. Fortunately, I didn't pick up the accent. Nothing against the accent. I just don't want it myself. Because, you know, Birmingham. Up the cobblers. That's Northampton Town. That's an old joke. Oregon. Hello, Suez. I'm just looking at all these people. I can't believe it. Oh, somebody's in DC. That's an exciting place to be. I just had an email off Mel K, because we're going to do hopefully going to do a live chat, if not as you know, a YouTube on Wednesday at 2 p.m. GMT, which is about 9 a.m. for you guys in the States. Is it ironic that I posted at 9/11? Well, yeah. Thanks, Angela. Yeah, I see 9/11 all the time. Been seeing it for years and years and years. It's asking for a password, Mark. Right. Okay. And what do I do about that? Let's go and have a look for passwords. The password is, you did not see me at dawn. It's a joke. I don't know what the password is. Right. Where is it? I think I'm tripping on this water. It's ionized, alkalized, pH 9. It's crazy. It's good. Passwords. I don't know where to get passwords from. All right, I've got to flick between there and there. Normally Zoom does not require a password. You just click the link and then wait for it to load. Don't need a password. Try that, Lydia. How do you know if you have any attachments, Laura? Well, that's a very good question, because I had 2 or 3 days. If you got my email this morning, if you're on my email list, you'd have got this. If you're not on my email list, sign up in the description below. One of the purposes of this meeting is to show you how to do that kind of thing, because people just don't know how to do it. I don't know why. So look, here's the video. There's my ugly face. Down here, this is the description. That's the link you click. Get on my email list. If I get deleted or anything else, I stay in touch that way. It's really good. Where is JC? JC's currently sleeping, I think, in Australia. Some people in Australia are awake. Password, is it 33? I don't know. That's a good question. It's 111 in Australia. Yeah, lots of ones. You have to be a spanner to get a spanner. That's not very nice, meme. Maybe you get rid of meme. I don't know. You love the new poem, Wake the Up. Quite amazing. Wake the, let's have a look at that poem, because I was, you know, somebody, Karen, one called Karen Shea, sent me an email, I think it was about 10 days ago, saying, Mark, why don't you write a poem called Wake Up? And I was like, that's a bit in your face, isn't it? And then suddenly, boom, there it was. And it's had over 100,000 views. Now, I never got into this for views or anything, but it is amazing that a poem, which is an extremely obscure art form, most people hate poetry, about child trafficking, right? Which is not a nice subject, got 100,000 views in a few days. And that, thank you to Lee and Charlie Ward for putting that out there. And thank you so much to everybody that's left comments about that poem. I was quite amazed, really. It's also gone viral on a couple of Twitter accounts, and it's well over 100,000. And it's a real red pill, people are saying. So, you know, that's amazing. Why are people saying hi to JC? She's not here. But yeah, she did an amazing reading about Antarctica. Absolutely amazing. Oh, good meme. Good. I'm glad you were joking. Good. Thank you. I got a bit upset there. I get a bit sensitive, you see. I'm not that bothered, to be honest. But somebody was asking about entities. Yeah, so I got hexed, and I had this new poem come to me, and I was like, I know it started it, and then something weird happened, and then it was like this thing that was on me on Friday night, and it was literally trying to suffocate me. I had to crawl up the stairs on my hands and knees, and I just knew I had to get to bed, and I got the sage out, got all the stuff, told it to fuck off in my best Christian manner. I don't define myself as a Christian, by the way, just so you know that. I just talk to God, or he talks to me, and I sort of bumble my way through. And anyway, the hex, thank you to my amazing tribe. There's a lot of light workers in this tribe, and I got a lot of help. And on Saturday, I'm heavily protected. There's been one attempt on my life this year with the fuel thing under my car, which also I got saved by an angel disguised as an Irishman in a van who made me pull over and fix it. Oh, Jason's in the comments. I didn't realize that. Go back. You were in bed a minute ago. What are you doing? Okay, right. Now, when do people say hello to you? It's my first live, you see, so I'm just talking to a computer. It's quite weird. So I put the link up, see if anybody wants to ask me any actual questions on video. Now I can't find the place to see if you're actually in the waiting room. So I need to, stop share, that's why. There we go. Participants, nobody's joining me, right? So look, I put the link to the Zoom meeting in the chat. You can click the link and then it'll just let you in, and then I click you in. You don't need a password. So I'm going to put it in again, because it'd be great to chat to somebody, actual chit chat, because it's just me talking to myself. So, and who wants that? So I'm going to play you. I'm going to play you a non-finished version of this poem, because after the hex went, I was up till 3 o'clock on Sunday morning, bashing out this poem, and then I made the video for it. And what I do is I write it, I make the video, and then I send the video to my friend Kieran, because Kieran's he's an amazing filmmaker. He made, if you've ever watched the poem If 2020, it's in the playlist on my channel. That was made by Kieran and his brother Joe, and they're really, really talented. But I tend to write poems at weird time o'clock, and I ring Joe and it's like 10 o'clock on Saturday. He says, "Well, I need to record this poem now. I've got to get it out now." And Joe's like, "Well, I've had a few drinks. I'm at my mum's." And I'm like, "Okay, right, leave it till tomorrow." He says, "Okay, I'll do it." So I go around to Joe's, and he's had a few beers, and I was like, "Come on, let's get this done. I've got to get it out. I've got to get the voice recording done." And then right now, email it to your brother, and then let's get the video. And I sit up waiting for him to. And I'm sorry, Kieran, Joe, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. I'm a real pain in the ass to work with, but I'm really grateful to everything you've done. So then the voice track goes to Kieran, who works out of a caravan about 40 miles away, and Wi-Fi is very dodgy. So he holds his phone up like this while he's got his computer in his caravan, with me texting him on WhatsApp and on Facebook trying to get this fucking poem done. And so then he comes back and does it, and then I go, "Well, I need this doing, I need that doing, and the version he sent me is good. It's just not exactly what I want it to be, but because I feel a very, very strong urge to get this poem out, I'm going to show it to you if you're up for it. Yeah, okay, I'm just reading some more of these comments. Never surrender. That's JC. You can't resist chats, can you, JC? You just can't resist them. Mark, Trump is on Telegram. Pompeo, shit. I'm going to have a look at that in a minute. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the 20th. The 20th is hello, Shadow XY. Yes, I'm on Telegram. Yeah, I'm on everything. But bring on the poem. All right, sorry, here we go. I'm a little bit... Right, how do I do this? Right, share screen. Boom, boom, boom. Here comes the poem. You ready? Okay, you should be able to see it. I can't see your chat anymore. If you can't, so I'm just going to play it. From dark to light. Our perception of time was most sublime when we were first told to hold the line. The virus, it came with multiple names. We knew this was no Valentine. The Mandela effect was in full flow. We wanted the truth, we needed to know. Warriors rose in life and online. Popcorn was popped, enjoy the show. Truth was the enemy of the state, causing division and hate in its wake. Repeating the lies again and again, we all knew deep down the news, it was fake. Some of us slept and put on false masks for fear of fear in itself, fooled by the demons that ran amok, unaware of our sovereign wealth. The longest war, this spiritual fight, we roared like lions with the valor of knights. The royal star, it lit up so bright in this journey from dark to light. In the 11th hour, one man had the power to transform all the hope into love. It tested us all as the veil did fall, and the light it did shine from above. As everyone clamored for new information, destroying the evil at last. The spider was pierced and squealed in pain. Its web of deceit was so vast. They sent out their hexes to Earth's solar plexus, but failed to kill Christ once again. The oil of the chrism did rise to the right and defeated the quadruple horsemen. Apocalypse came with great revelations of heavenly secrets no more. Our hearts were cracked wide, all hate moved aside as we pushed on the open door. The longest war, this spiritual fight, we roared like lions with the valor of knights. The royal star, it lit up so bright in this journey from dark to light. The road, it was tough. We lost many friends. In transition, we fell on our swords. At the last minute, we rose from the dead in defiance to the dark overlords. The keys to the matrix were in the right hands and found in the portal of ice. Some called it AI, a Black Forest pie. The deafening bell, it rang twice. Divided no more, we came to implore for justice for all the lost children. The guilty were found so deep underground, our prisons, we knew we should fill them. The dream of Jasara, it couldn't come faster. As all of the debts they were paid, our souls reconstructed, our contracts retracted, we stood tall and no longer afraid. The longest war, this spiritual fight, we roared like lions with the valor of knights. The royal star, it lit up so bright in this journey from dark to light. Whew. Is everybody still there? Oh, Jesus. This is getting silly. I'm getting emotional every time I go online. This is whew. Yeah. Did we like that? Yeah, okay. I'm reading the comments. Oh, thanks, Richard. If you click on the icon at the top left of the screen. Oh, I'm crying again. Jesus, this is embarrassing. Just putting that Zoom link up again. Well, this is what it's. Whoa. It's I'm going to put that up separately when I'm happy with the final version. And I know you've seen it with me today, but it'd be fabulous if you get this out, because there's a huge amount of noise around at the moment that is, oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? What's Trump doing? Everybody's freaking out. And I'm past that. It's like, let's focus on where we're going and what we're going to do, because the bad guys have lost. They've lost. I don't know how the good guys are going to show how they've won. That's the exciting bit. Yeah, I am. I know somebody's Richard Pugh's just admitted, or he can tell me how this works. So, Yona Harrington. This is great. Got real people here. Hello, Richard.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube. How's that? That's a bit crazy. Hello, Yona.
Sorry, Mark, it's actually Nirvana. I use Yona's account.
Hello, Nirvana.
I was just about to log out and log in, so I'm going to do that and come back in to have my name. All right, cheers.
Oh, nice to see you.
Yeah, you too.
All right, Richard. Over to you, Richard. What do you got to say today? Well, first, you're going to teach me how to get the password. How do I do that?
So there's an icon in the top left-hand corner of your screen. It says meeting information.
Yeah.
Passcode will be in there.
Nope.
It says 227255.
Oh, you've got it there, have you?
Yeah, I can see it too by clicking on the same icon.
Well, you just read it.
Your host
27.
Passcode.
What is it? 27250?
227255.
227255. Right, there's the password. Anybody want to join in? Oh, so how's it going, Richard? What's on your mind?
It's going good, thank you very much. I've been honestly really, really low on energy in the past 3, 4, 5 days. I've been absolutely battered, sleeping a lot. I woke up today and I'm absolutely buzzing like you are. I'm so full of it.
It's mad. I literally bounced out of bed. I've not stopped all day, and I just feel like, what? I'm going to take off.
I'm starting my own podcast as well soon. I'm joining the community.
Good.
Because Mark Devlin basically said, where is everybody? Why isn't anybody doing this as well? I'm part of Aloise's Dharma Life Academy.
Great.
And
lovely Aloise.
She's like, yes, do it.
Everybody who feels the call should do it. It's not for everybody. I'm not saying everybody should do it, but if you feel the call and you can talk, get up. And by the way, if anybody's in the waiting room, I'm just going to do one at a time. So just wait there, and I'll come and get you in a bit. Okay. Yeah. So if you feel the call, Richard, just get it done. Come on well, you're already on mine. So Richard has just launched a podcast on my channel. This is the Mark Attwood exclusive.
I'm calling it the Divine Communication Channel.
I've got one of them in the top of my head.
It's great.
Whereabouts?
My sound isn't too great because I'm using the webcam mic.
Yeah.
and for some reason it doesn't come out great.
Well, I bought an expensive podcast mic, but I find this is better. But
I've got a PC. I've not got a laptop, so
yeah. Well, I wanted to build a studio. I just not had time. Because, you know, I started this channel 4 months ago, and it's just been non-stop. So,
of course, you've got time if you make time.
Well, I'm a workaholic, and I've got 5 children, and I've got a business. So, you know, no, I really haven't got time, and I like cooking. So, you know, that's my day done. And I do the Abracadabra series, and believe me, every time I do one of them, I need 4 days off.
I bet. I've watched the last 2, and it just blows my mind every time.
Blows my mind because we have about 6 hours after the show. It's nuts. But anyway, you got anything positive to say about this week? What do you think is going to happen this week? Do you care? Are you just going to sit back and enjoy the show? How do you feel?
I'm totally on board. I watched Janet Osgard's full cabal, and I went from Trump's an idiot to, oh my god, this guy's amazing.
Yeah, he's
in that space of an hour or whatever it was for those original episodes.
The whole world owes Janet a massive amount. She's incredible what she did there. Absolutely,
and her second follow-up to it is going really good, and it's just really, really slow. We kind of want the episodes now, but she has to produce them slowly. I think she's on episode 6 at the moment.
Yeah, amazing. Look, it's I'll talk to you all day, but I've got a big bunch of people in the waiting room. So shall I keep you here or kick you out? What do you want to do?
No, keep me here. I'll just mute myself.
Yeah, I'll just let everybody in, and then let's go for it. It's a little party. We're having a Zoom party live on YouTube. I thought this phone L Georgie. I thought that said iPhone orgy. Then I was like, that's the wrong channel. Hello, everybody. Right, because there's loads of you on here, I'm gonna ask everybody to mute except Terry. How's that? And then I'll speak to Terry first because he's at the top. How you doing, Terry? Unmute yourself. Yeah, are you unmuted?
Yeah, yes. I've unmuted, but I've lost your picture.
That's all right.
So I got you on the little one.
How's it going? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad. I just wanted to ask you about if you've ever had experience of sleep paralysis.
Yes, I have. Not for a long time, but yes, I have. I've had lots of experiences in my sleep.
Yeah.
Are you getting that at the moment?
Well, I've had it. I get it now and again, but I had it last night. I woke up and I was literally being strangled. And you know when you try and scream out and you can't, and you make this sort of weird sound. And then someone was saying in my ear, "It's the shadow men. It's the shadow men."
That's what I think happened to me on Friday night. So it was like sleep paralysis, except they were on me as I was walking. Oh, JC wants to join. Come on then. So it was like that sleep, exactly the same as the sleep paralysis, except I was awake and I was climbing up the stairs, and it was like walking through treacle.
Yeah.
And all I could get in my head was just get to bed, right? And I had to go to the loo, and even that was a battle. And it was like I was 150 years old.
Yeah.
But I knew what it was, and I was sending it away. Yeah. And I knew as soon as I get in bed, it'd be okay. The thing is about these things, these shadow beings and these demons, they are real. They're 100% real.
Oh yeah.
But it all works on fear.
Mm.
And if you just show them no fear and you let, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, God, Christ consciousness, whatever, speak through you, they fuck off.
Yeah, well, I always remember what Stuart Wiles said, blow love to him. So I always think I'm love, and then it usually, that's it, I usually come out of it.
Yeah, love is the key to all of this. Yeah. I also try to make them laugh, but it doesn't work too well with demons.
Not when you're paralysed, anyway.
Not when you're paralysed, a bit difficult. I mean, unless you're doing a paralysed man sketch, but that's quite hard for anybody to get. Because it's all in here.
Love your poems, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Terry.
It's great service you do. You really are.
That's very kind of you. JC, I can only see a picture of you. Where's your face? What are you doing? You got anything else, Terry? Because there's loads of people here.
But... let other people speak.
All right, nice one. So the way we're going to do this is everybody mutes and it's still the next person.
Yeah.
And that's great. Thanks a lot. Great to meet you.
Take a hint.
Don't take it personally. It's YouTube. I'm a bit buzzed up. Joy of the Sea. You're next. Can't see you. That is the Joy of the Sea at night.
Hi, Mark.
Hello.
I just love your poems. I love your energy. I don't have my picture up because it's very early in the morning here and my hair looks like I stuck my hand in a wall socket.
Yeah, well, mine looks like that every day. Don't worry about
it. So I just wanted to just say how much I appreciate your work and just to say, keep going. And thank you for keeping me in an upright position. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you.
And that's all I had to say.
Well, that's amazing. You're gonna make me
cry.
Love
you in the Lord and keep doing what you're doing.
Stop making me cry. Thank you very much. You have a lovely whatever time of the day it is. Okay, so Joy of the Sea has now. So Lydia, it's your turn. Hello, Lydia. It's like a call-in show.
Hey everyone.
I'm doing a radio call-in show.
I know.
With poetry. It's fucking hilarious.
It's wicked. I love poetry as well. It's actually quite interesting because normally my poetry's been quite negative and related around my bereavement and things like that. And then it must have been around March, about April or May, it's on YouTube, when I wrote like my first ever positive poem, and it was epic. And your poem was I actually sent you one Mark, ages ago. But I love it as well. But actually what I thought I would ask is, I've actually just put it on JCK's Quantum page. I don't know why I haven't brought it up yet.
She's down there. You see her? I
know I can. It's so lovely to see her and not everyone else's faces. But yeah, hers is extra lovely, isn't it? So on New Year's Eve, the 31st of December, 2020, I went out the front to look at the stars. Now, throughout 2020, whilst looking at the stars and the sky more and that, I noticed that there's one star that has a warm golden glow to it, as opposed to the white twinkle.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know what that is, I still haven't worked out what it is. Is it a specific thing or?
Well,
is it one of them out there for interpretation and that?
Well, the truth is I don't actually know the answer. I just have a feeling about it. And
same, right?
The feeling I have is that we are in a different place and that these are all new. And there's a thing called the Royal Star, which I didn't know about until Juicy and Lucy told me about it.
I just heard of that in your new poem, and it's interesting. Yeah. I found that poem today in this. Please, sorry, go on.
Well, I've noticed this very bright new star. I've watched the stars every single night of my life from as long as I can remember, and I'm usually out looking for UFOs, and I usually see them. But yeah, this extremely bright star, and then I don't know if I'll just see if I can share screen and show you this picture. Oh shit! I've just closed. No, don't close that down. Oh no, does that mean I've gone?
No,
am I still here?
You're still here.
Oh, good. Pressed the wrong button. Well, I tell you what. In the poem that I just did, there was the first image of a star was the Royal Star picture that was sent to me and to JC by Juicy and Lucy, and they were ringing us up every day saying, "Have a look at the picture of the star." And the picture of the star on the computer got bigger every day.
Right, it's been fantastic, right? So that same warm golden new star, okay. The bells. It was just before the bells, or just after. I'm going to go and check the stars, kind of thing. So I've gone out to the front and I've looked up and I've called my sister-in-law out straight away. In case it was just, if it was just me that seen it, I wouldn't have been able to have anyone to back me up and not say I was crazy, right? So anyway, that star, I've done a quick doodle today because I was trying to explain it. It was. Oh, I'm echoing. Is that me?
No, sorry, it's me. I'm just trying to get the chat back on.
So yeah, it was literally vibrating.
Which bells?
I doodled this. Sorry.
Which bells are you talking about?
Sorry, the New Year's Eve bells.
Oh right, okay.
So that warm star, it changed. So the best way I can describe it is, the boom emoji.
Yeah.
literally, that warm star that we're speaking about, it was like the inside of it was orange and the outside was red, and it was like literally vibrating. And me and my sister-in-law were staring at it. It was like 10 times the size it was normally. And we were like that. And then all of a sudden, I looked at my sister-in-law, she went, oh my God. And she went, it's gone. So as I've turned to look at her, she's seen it just like not explode, but like, it was honestly like, it was like,
yeah.
And then just pop. And I completely haven't brought it up on any of our kind of channels and that, just because there's been so much else going on, right? And trying to stay above everything. And it just popped in my head today. I popped it on JC's Facebook page. And I thought, well, if I'm going to ask anything, I'll ask that. I just thought it was really interesting. And I've asked if anyone else had a similar kind of experience around that time. It didn't feel like a personal thing for me. It felt like something bigger that I'd witnessed, essentially.
Well, you know, I've seen, the funny thing is when you see it, and I don't write them down. At the beginning of the pandemic, I would go on Facebook and say, I've just seen this, I've just seen that. So I had a record. I do go out every night and I do see things every night. There was something that happened around that time when I was driving to a party and the whole sky was black and it just flashed white 3 times. And I was like, with the guys in the car, I was like, did you see that? What the fuck was that? And
I remember when you uploaded that, because was it new moon? Not this new moon. There was a night I was meditating. When was that, Mark, that you seen that flash? Because I seen like one singular kind of bluish flash so fast, again, like you say, that I weren't sure if it was my eyes. And then I went on and I seen yourself and other people were experiencing similar kind of flashes in the sky like that.
Well, I that blue flash that you said, I had one of those in Marrakesh 4 years ago out in my garden, about quarter to midnight, very, 40 degrees, still warm. The whole sky went bright blue and then went black again. And then it did it 3 times.
Wow.
And I was like, what was that? And the funny thing about the flashes that I can't exactly remember the date, but it was was it before? I think it was just before Christmas. And when that happened, you do question, did you just see that or whatever? And then I got a text off my daughter and she got a text off her mate who'd seen it saying, what's going on? The aliens are coming, blah, blah, blah. And this is like 2 14-year-old girls. So I was like, oh, good. Dad is not completely mental. One of your friends saw it. So it's okay. But I have noticed this pulsating star before quite a lot when it's not cloudy, but it's quite often cloudy here. But the other thing I have seen a lot of is what looked like a shooting star.
So I call them slowly moving stars.
Yeah, but it's not really a shooting star because the altitude is about between 2,000 and 5,000 feet.
Okay.
That's not a star. That's not a meteorite. That's something else.
Definitely.
But it's really bright light and it goes at like 10 times the speed of sound and it disappears and it lasts.
Okay.
Sorry. It lasts a split second. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody hello everybody that's here.
Hello.
Hello Mercia. Hello Belinda. Hello Peter. Hello Nirvana. Welcome back with the right name. Hello Catherine. Anybody on here got anything to add to the star thing before we move on to the next person? Anybody?
Is this the Star of Bethlehem you're talking about?
Possibly, who knows?
Are you talking about the star, the alignment of Saturn and Jupiter that happened?
No, it was more. Oh, sorry, you must have just popped on just a minute later, Linda. It was just briefly, so someone else can have a go. On New Year's Eve, 2020, just before or just after midnight, I went out the front with my sister-in-law and seen a star essentially pulsating. It had like an orange-red glow around it. It was much bigger than it normally was. So I was just coming on to discuss that, as if anyone else had a similar or heard anything like it.
Out 3 nights in a row. I just got into, like, I've been a truther for like my whole adult life, but I just found out about December 21 and went, quick pineal gland detox. And then I was up in Newman and I went outside and I'm about as psychic as an old leather boot. So but my intuition works. I think I'm in 5D because I know the truth. I've always felt it. This whole movement is great. So I was up in Newman in with my first flying flat mining job. And I was like, yay, 3 nights in a row I went out. It was really easy for me to look up at where Jupiter and Saturn were, and I had an app and I didn't see portals or anything. And I watched Mark Attwood shows, JCK, beyond the vat and stuff, but I swear I'm in 5D and I've seen a big glowing orange star because the moon and stars and things are really close down here in Perth, but up in Newman, partway up the state, they were really far away. So I was so into it. I totally believe in it all, but everyone's got a different perspective. Like the moon down in Perth is enormous, and then partway up the state, like 2 hours flight away, it was tiny, but I feel it. So I don't know about New Zealand. I just went to bed. So I just got on. I'm so excited. It's my first time on.
Hey, well, it's the first time I've done this, Belinda.
Oh, I heard you say, can someone jump on? I'm like, is this real? Yes.
Well, I was just in a very good mood.
So excited. I'm usually at home commenting, watching YouTube non-stop from the minute I get up. I could work more. I've chosen not to because I can't stop watching this kind of thing. Learning. I love the Charlie Freak, the Charlie Ward videos. I've learned new things. I've always known that the Rothschilds and who's behind things, and I'm just so excited to be talking to someone, not myself, and I've got no friends because everyone's like, oh, go away. So I'm not even sharing my channel with my own sister, my friends. They're like, oh, Trump. I'm like, I haven't changed. I've always been a truther. All these hippies that I grew up, we're all hippies and goths and alternative, and they're acting like I've changed. Like when Gareth Ike was on Charlie Ward, he goes, I haven't changed. 1 minute he's saying I'm left wing, then I'm right wing, so I like Trump. Like, but we haven't changed. We just are following the truth and the love and the works of. After I watched Full of the Cabal, I was like, that's it, Janet Oswald. I shared it with my ex-husband, I shared it with everyone, my sister, my mum, my stepdad. I thought they all go, yeah. They're all like, did they not watch it? That's where I'm at. I'm like going, did they not watch it? I'm underground.
It's mad, isn't it?
I have to hide this when my daughter's here. Yeah, I'm proud, but I have to hide it. That's not good.
Belinda, that is so true. Mark, it's so true, isn't it? You know, you have got. I said this the other day. I said I truly feel that I can only speak from my personal experience and perception, right? But I honestly feel that for people that are like super in fear and super petrified, and it's not their fault, they're literally just not at that yet. Yeah. So I'm genuinely like, oh yeah, no, I understand everyone's got to do what's best for their family and all this, yeah, right? Especially with people I love, like it's been a year. If they're not getting it, they're not going to get it, right?
Yeah.
So it cracks me up because I find it's actually the other cult essentially that's like, what is wrong with you? And it's like, hey, I'm okay. If you want to keep doing that, keep doing it, man.
That's the thing. They're the cult. The mask wearers are the cults.
Defo. Listen, I've got to go, Mark. I'm so sorry. JC, I'm going out for a nice country walk with my sister-in-law and my daughter now. It was so nice to get on and see JCK and Mark and all of you. Belinda, what a load of energy. Love it. I will watch the rest of this live later on, guys. Thanks so much. And just stay happy. It's nice, Mark. Lovely to meet you. Bye, guys.
Great to see you.
Ciao, everyone. Bye.
I'm going to have to get JC on now because otherwise I'll get told off. Hello, JC. Unmute. There you go.
Hi. I'm not in a feisty mood today.
Oh, really? Did that last? When
do I tell you off? I don't tell you off.
No, it's usually me. It's usually me.
Yeah. So people think I'm the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy.
How's it going?
I don't know. Like I was supposed to be asleep, and then I had this message come through to me. Get up, you've got to do a remote view. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I turned on my phone to put some meditation music on. And then you were there. And I said, I've got to do a remote view. You said, go do it. I'm about to do a live. And I'm like, oh. And then I thought, damn. Had a big moment of FOMO.
Now everyone's going to think that my live stopped you doing a remote view. Then I'll get
No, because the message was do a remote view, and it has to sort of tie in with this live that you're doing. And I'm like, what? And I was like, because I knew you were going to do a live, and I was like, okay, so it's got something to do with some kind of information that you guys are going to talk about. I don't know. And I felt like I had to support. How are you? You're so cute. You're adorable.
Come remote with me, Aussie chick.
What's your name?
Belinda.
Are you Aussie? You sound New Zealand, like you're from New Zealand.
No.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow. Oh, yeah. Is it four? It's 4 hours. You guys are 4 hours behind us, right? So right now it's 1:47 a.m. here. And yes, I do go to sleep, everyone. I was asleep most of the weekend. So
yeah, we're 2 hours behind Queensland. Us in Queensland don't have daylight saving. Then when you've got daylight saving, I can't ring Melbourne or anywhere. I'll get up leisurely at midday and go, yeah, I'll make that business phone call and go, oh, it's shut. It's like, 4 time zones away.
That sucks. That sucks. But we've what we were talking about with the remote viewing. No, it's something to do with something like political. I think I have to do, but
I'm just excited because I follow all of you people. Like I was following. I found myself on Albersonia. I hadn't watched anything except Follow the Cabal. I watched them over and over. I had nothing, nowhere, no direction. Then I started noticing Google didn't have anything come up. If I did QAnon, I wanted more. Then next thing I was watching a video by that same friend that sent me all this stuff last year, and it was during COVID, and I was like, oh God, I'm going to watch some stuff, and I love it all. And then I was watching Larry Gators, and then he's on Albersonia. So from there I've gone, Charlie Ward Show, you're on, follow you. And I'm typing in Mark Attwood. Then I'm typing some like this. I'm like, oh, finally I'm getting to talk to you. I've been watching your shows and you're so psychic.
No, it's crazy, isn't it? It's like a network. It's like a network, and it's growing very quickly. I keep getting that, these channels are just gonna channels are going to blow up.
Actually, Peter, what's that episode of Doctor Who? Can you tell Peter likes Doctor Who, by the way, everybody?
Oh, Peter's one of us. Peter's one of us.
So what's that episode of Doctor Who where he gets them all on the psychic network on the screen? It's David Tennant.
Oh, that's the one with the end of the
Davros.
Isn't it the
end of time, is it?
End of time.
No, it's not End of Time. It's Davros. It's the one with Davros. The Daleks.
Oh, God. You're testing me.
Oh, is this your friend Peter?
You're the one Doctor Who fan in the UK, if you don't know it.
Mark,
test me on the top bakery.
No,
is this your friend Peter?
Sorry?
Who does the music? Is this your friend
Peter?
Peter?
This is Peter. Meet
Plays the
JC.
piano. Oh, hi.
Yeah, so
JC.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I've got something in common with you, JC.
What have you got? What is it?
I was born in Beirut. I was born in Lebanon.
Oh, no way. And you know what? And Keanu Reeves was born in Beirut.
Hey,
Just to let you know.
I was only there 4 months, though. I was adopted from there.
I was only there 6 months.
Hey.
What year?
1970.
Oh, I'm 76. All right.
Ah, okay. Cool.
So you missed the Civil War.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. I know. I loved your abracadabra. That was awesome.
Oh, bless you. I'm glad you saw that. Excellent.
That was beautiful.
And thanks for sharing that, Mark. Do you know what? I don't think I've had a music video shared 20 odd times with 2,000 views. So that was
really.
That's thanks to you putting it out there and sharing it. So thanks a lot.
Oh, thanks.
And I just want to send my love to everyone, really. Especially you, Mark and JC, and I love what you're doing. I'm here. I'm with you.
You're awesome.
I know you are.
Amazing.
Pete, when the pandemic started, Pete was on. I did Zoom parties like this in my garden with lots of wine, and Peter came along to a couple of those before I started the channel, and we had some good times at the beginning. Isn't the vibe different now to what it was?
I know. I was thinking about, because wasn't I your first interview or something like that? I think I was your guinea pig, wasn't I? Yeah. But I feel I'm thinking about how much has changed and how much I've evolved since then. Last year was just what an amazing year. Yeah. If you'd interviewed me today, I think my approach would be completely different. It would be a lot more up there somewhere. And it's all good.
Yeah, well, that's brilliant. It's great to see you again. We'll have another Zoom party off. This is everybody can see this. That's the problem. You can't say what you want.
it's our birthdays in April, so we can. We've got
my birthday party, didn't we? Yeah.
Are you in Aries too?
I'm also Aries. I'm 2 days after, or 1 day after you, Mark. You the 13th, right? I'm the 14th.
I'm 10th.
Oh,
right.
Wow.
Right. Well, look, by April, we could be completely out of this shit. Airlines going, everything. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm over, mate. I'll book my ticket now.
We're going to have parties everywhere around the world.
Yeah.
You want me to check my pendulum, Mark?
Yes, check your pendulum. I want to say
Okay,
to
I'm gonna
everybody
do it
watching
now.
this that this is a high vibe chat because I'm high vibing, and
Yeah.
I've known the bad guys, the dark, have lost this for quite a long time, right? And I wanted to do this poem today because it's from dark to light. That's what we're coming into. We are going into something I think is going to be beyond belief extraordinary, but I don't actually want to know the details of it. You know, everybody seems to be obsessed with the details, and I'm not actually that interested because I'm really enjoying letting it unfold. I said this on Al Pasani with Charlie Freak and Colleen and Jason Q the other night, and I'm still of the same opinion that this is the whole point of all of this is about us finding out who we are inside and listening to that. And when we do that, incredible things happen. And it doesn't matter what's going on outside. It doesn't matter who's in the mask or saying World War III is going to happen or 250,000 Chinese troops on the Mexican border and all this kind of stuff. It's just nonsense. It's like the demons. They use fear to trick you. And that's what this is all about. It's moving. Charlie Freak would say it's moving from the left brain to the right brain. I agree with that. But it's also about here, which is why I'm glad JC's here, because JC's all about this, right? It's all about this central connection directly to source. And I'm saying all this stuff online as somebody that was basically an atheist for 20 years. So if I can get there, anybody can.
I didn't even know all this good. I didn't know Earth was. I thought we're just going to keep plodding along with the same. I've always known the pyramid and who's in. I was always reading Nexus magazine back in the day, and I just thought it would keep going. I'm like, everyone's saying we reincarnated right now. I'm like, I've been depressed. I've never been happy till about 2 weeks ago. Like literally. Now I know what because I met all this Christian family a while ago. I just did 1-800 Google an exorcist. Like Sage wasn't working on it, and I'm psychic as a rubber boot, as you know. So I was trying to help my friend out of a very haunted house just up the road here in a really old suburb of Perth. And so I'd met Christians. She'd come from a cult, Set Right Ministry. She was raised in a cult, so she had already just a little while before. So this was an ex-satanic ritual killing house with pens underneath. Like I just learned about Hollywood and all this and the way that the Illuminati systematically, the programming they do. I just learned all that at her sermons. Seen my friend have exorcism on her, like Linda Blair. I was like, and I was already a believer in God and everything. So then now I'm realising, watching all these shows, I'm going, hang on a minute. So the demons, the biblical demons, and I know I have had lots, and my dad was plagued with bipolar and everything. So I was going, linking all that, learning, and then went, they're AIs, they're ETs as well. It's one and the same. But now they're gone. I don't even have to pay any more psychologists. I don't try and get Larry Gators because I told those Christians to go jump because I know we're a little bit about my situation. But they fixed my friend and the house, cleared it all of the children that were trapped and everything. They've been sacrificed. But now it's just gone because we're in 5D. I'm like, thank you. My whole life of 46 years of going to shrinks and trying to end it all last year, and then went, wow, just like that. It's just
Well, we're glad you're here.
Oh, yeah, because my mother's very, like, happy but not happy, and like really ADD, OCD people are very, and I'm like, I'm just going, I've never been, so yeah. I just feel like a lot has been taken into one of the shows, and it was JCK's remote view of Antarctica and Trump and General Senator there negotiating with, I think, the devil and a reptilian Draco, leader to see you later. And they're all I can't tell many people this. I've always believed in all this kind of info. And I've met phony New Age spiritual teachers along the way. So now I know when I'm hearing genuine and I'm not paying any, everyone's doing this for free. But when I've been caught up in the New Age movement when I was younger, you'd pay Reiki masters and they turn out to be phony, and you'd pay, women just pay. All we do is try and fix ourselves, and we're paying phony people. But it set me up to, so now it's like all my own personal issues and mental illness that's come down through all the generations. I feel like on so many levels, like gone, didn't cost me a cent. sky
It's
is
just about
fighting.
healing trauma. That's what it's about. Healing old traumas. That's how you
And
clear everything from the
shows like this.
fear-based reality.
Oh yeah, I was just living in fear until about 5 minutes ago. I'm not allowed to have any more boyfriends. No more. I've just, very nice.
They're more trouble than they're worth, eh?
Yeah, don't bother with boyfriends. It's a waste of time. I've had 6. I didn't like any of them.
Yeah,
My kids are watching. You know I'm joking. You know I'm joking.
Yeah, no. I'm
So,
just too happy to actually think of anyone else. But the sky, I keep posting photos of the sky is it no more chemtrails? It's got colour in it, and the cloud more
beautiful blue.
And more colours are in 5D. Anyway, yeah.
Well, I can feel your vibe from here, Belinda. Right, and it's great to speak to you. Nigel's David's been waiting for a while. Hi, David. How are you?
Yeah.
Hello, mate.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, same to you. How are you keeping? You okay?
Not bad, not bad.
Good little poem there. That was nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Can you stop it with the heartfelt stuff though and get a bit run out of tissues? I'm not joking like that. Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, you know that poem "Wake the Fuck Up." I actually thought I was writing a comedy, and then I watched it back 2 days later. I was like, "Shit, this is not funny."
Well, everyone's got their own perspective, though, ain't they?
Well, what I was actually trying to do is kind of lighten it, you know, because it's so heavy. But that's also why, I don't know if you noticed, I put Monty Python at the end of this one, just to make myself laugh, because it's
okay. Yeah. I don't
think anybody notices it. I just see, if you watch it again, just wait till the end bit about the knights and look at Eric Idle's face, and I guarantee you'll piss your pants before you finish the poem, which is what you want. And that stops you. It's the anti-crying device that I've embedded into the. So what's going on with David?
Not much, mate. I've moved out of last location, which has helped a lot with progression. I moved into a lovely house where I'm house sitting, and I moved in, and the lady's got a Q map, actual poster of the Q map.
Cool.
So that's now on the table next to me. I look at it every single day, and anything that's not on here is not worth researching in my eyes. If anyone's actually looked at the Q map in depth, you'll see there's more information on there that will keep you busy for a lifetime, I think. A lot of stuff you've covered, JC's covered. Obviously, you've got the political side of it, but we don't want to do that, do we? We want to.
Well, the political side of it actually brings you down, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
I've kept an eye on it just because I've always kept an eye on politics. But JC, for example, doesn't watch anything.
It's all 3D.
It's all 3D. So it just sucks you back down, and then you end up being depressed again or out of kilter. And it's like that's where the demons live, and they latch onto you and they pull you under the water, and it's not the place to be anymore. Yeah,
no, I agree with that. I'm trying to keep myself on the yin and yang balance, but more on the good side, because you've got to have a balance. You can't be all in good, because what happened before, we used up all that positivity, and now we've had to go through using up all that negativity. So we've got to stay in a neutral balance. Use up a little bit of positivity, go through a negative experience or feel a negative energy, vibration. But we've always got to try and stay on that right side. And that's how I feel. That's where I'm at personally. And I feel that's the best coping mechanism, because now I've just become the observer. I'm just watching everything. I'm not taking part in it. Even with my own channel, I stopped doing the videos because I thought there's no point regurgitating what everyone else is regurgitating. So I'll just observe, feel the energy.
Well, on that, right, that's an interesting point you bring up there, because there is an element of anybody producing any content that they're going to regurgitate, because, you know, at the moment there's loads of channels chasing numbers and saying, I know what's going on, I know what's going on, I know what's going on. And if you watch them, they don't really know what's going on. They use this word intel, which I really try to avoid.
No one knows what's going on.
Only Donald Trump knows only God knows what's going on, right?
Yeah.
And I agree with Jason Q and Charlie Freak the other night. I don't know if you saw that video, but they said this is going to be like the Keystone Cops meet Scooby-Doo, because God has a phenomenal sense of humor. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a phenomenal sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be something quite funny.
I think you're right there. I think you're right.
I want Joe Biden to come on do his inauguration, and then pull off his Scooby-Doo mask and say it was JFK Jr. all along.
Well, we know
a few pesky Democrats, and then they all get rounded up.
But the stage is set, isn't it? The stage is set for it. So,
I hope it's something like that. I mean, what a year! I mean, I'm 50 years of this shit dealing with this. I've had enough. Right? Demons, if you're watching, fuck off.
Yeah.
We all have. We've all had enough.
Well, when people laugh about the coffin on the forklift going across the front of the White House, it's like, that's hilarious.
Yeah. But there's loads of jokes going out there at the moment.
They couldn't get it. They were freaking out at Charlie Freakin. You know, I'll just see what he writes on MeWe now. He goes, that's funny as it's Nancy Pelosi getting taken in to meet Trump, you know, coffin. Like, I took it as maybe it's a message, you know, there's a reporter like death to mainstream media will be dead soon, so we'll watch. It's hilarious. Why would they? And people worry. It's like, it's not someone's died. Trump hasn't died. They wouldn't take a coffin on a forklift in front of his skull. Yeah. Like, laugh. But some people can't see. Yeah, it's funny as. So Scooby-Doo, wouldn't you pesky kids with all the clone masks?
Oh, it would be good. It would be good. We dream on. Who's not spoken yet? Who wants to speak?
Hey.
George, is that Georgie?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good day.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And I'd just like to say thank you so much to you, Charlie Ward, JC, everybody. Absolutely amazing. Really got me through this. Sorry, I'm getting emotional.
Don't make me cry. I've had enough crying today. Jesus.
Mark, you big sook.
Oh, my nose now.
Oh no, trombone.
What I wanted to say was, back in, I think it was around August time, I look after a lady who's got the onset of Alzheimer's. And for a whole week, she was waking up in the morning and coming to the kitchen and telling me that she'd been running, holding children, carrying them through darkness. And she was like, really, she'd been so frightened. And I said, do you know where you're going with them? And she said, no, she said, but all I know is I've got to get them away. And she did this for a whole week, carrying these children through dark, I think she said woods. And it really, I thought, oh my God, do you think she's 89 and she's got the onset of Alzheimer's? Do you think she was really helping getting those children out?
She's doing that in her sleep.
Yeah.
She's being used to be an, I do the same thing. I just don't remember it. It's very, very emotional, but she's saving the children at night. And it doesn't matter what age you are or your size or anything. God is using her to help save those children. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And she's telling you the truth.
God, it was
well, that's just proof of the multidimensional reality that we live in.
Absolutely. Right? I knew she was, because she was so passionate, but she was so frightened as well. She can't remember anything 5 minutes after what she said to you.
But that's the nature of
Alzheimer's. Absolute detail. And I knew it was true. I was just...
Well,
just put her mind at ease and let her know that sorry, Mark. Just let her know that she's doing an important work and that it is true.
It is true. And I don't know if you saw the video that JC and I did with Michael.
Frozen.
Oh, who's frozen? Me?
No.
All right.
Georgie.
Yeah, she's still there. I can see it. I don't know if you saw that video we did with Michael Jaco, and he said we were in the secret space program, and sounds a bit funny, but I've had these visions and dreams of going out and rescuing and blah 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 for years. And I never talked about any of it until 2020 happened, and then suddenly I've got this amazing tribe of people. And I've made some incredible friends, and they don't think I'm mental, and it's quite amazing.
Well, Mark, the remote view I did in Antarctica. I've been reading some of the comments, and that secret space program keeps coming up. People keep saying to me, "Do you think you're in the secret space?" I mean, these are new people that haven't watched my videos.
And,
do you think you're in the secret space? Or I think you're in the secret space program, because there's no way you could see this stuff, and unless you're part of it, or you're very fierce and you're facing demons, and that's very, you know, that's something that someone in the secret space program would do, not a normal person and that sort of stuff. But I think that there's so many aspects to us as humans, that we're so multidimensional. And unfortunately, because we're so bogged down in this 3D world, which is so easy to do. I mean, I very unfortunately caught a news broadcast on the radio today, and I usually try to avoid them. And honestly, 1 minute of that brought my energy right down into a state of fear. I didn't believe any of it, but I thought, wow, this is really powerful demonic stuff. And it's very, very negative. And that keeps everybody stuck in 3D, right? But we are these people with Alzheimer's, they're in another dimension. These children, the thing I picked up about them, the rescued children, is that everyone keeps saying, what about the children? What about the children? There was a very multi-dimensional aspect to this. It wasn't, sorry about the audio. It wasn't just 3D. They were almost like they were off-world, you know. There was something else going on with these children. I don't know what it is. I have to piece it together, but I think even some of them may have come in and been born into this reality to experience this very dark thing, so that we could wake up. Okay, that they sacrificed their soul. They were souls, the very advanced souls that came in so that they could sacrifice themselves. So there is a very multi-dimensional.
I'm getting the tingle. I think there's something in that.
But it was like, that's the lesson, you know. They came in to experience that, you know. So we've got to understand that, yes, they're children in the 3D, but they are also eternal souls. And so they must have had a contract or a decision. I'll go in and experience that, because this is the time, at this moment in time, we're going to be awakening, you know, millions and millions of billions of humans, you know, and they were the sacrifice.
Yeah, Josie, I remember, hi, Nirvana.
Hi, Nirvana.
Hello. In the early 2000s, I came across this book, which really helped me, called Radical Forgiveness by Colin Tippings, and really speaking into the, you know, when we are looking at these events, and to be able to kind of look at what is the soul's contract, and who is the baddie, you know, and who is judging that baddie, and who's the person, you know, we are the people on this plane judging, really. What is bad and what is good. We have created that division on this 3D, but there is a lot of soul agreements. But also through my development over the years, you know, now we're also aware of this off-planet stuff and off-planet influences, and so that kind of makes it a little bit confusing in a way. Is we've got soul agreements, but then we've got all of this, you know, alien probing bullshit that's also, you know, affecting what the human is doing. So that's sometimes I find it creates a bit of a conflict in what is soul's agreement and what is draconian measures off planet stuff.
Well, if you take it further than that, and you understand that we're the creators of this reality and we are fractals of God, then we created the dark and the light, and we did this by we purposefully forgot and got lost in this 3D world in order to experience ourselves. And in order to experience the good, you have to experience the bad. Okay, it's all about contrast. So you always have to take it, whenever you're confused about anything in this reality, go right out of this reality, right out, and see it from an objective point of view. And even the aliens, so-called aliens, see them as these archonic entities that are shapeshifters, that are there to invoke fear and to become whatever it is to invoke fear, in order for us to then make a decision as to whether to perpetuate fear or not. Everything is an experience. Everything is an experience. It's God experiencing itself. It is the Godhead experiencing itself. That's all this reality is. And we get lost in it. And that was one of the first things I did this year, first videos I did. I said, you know, I would like to, you know, like, it's about getting lost. You know, I'm happy to, yes, you're in 5D, but every now and then you're going to step into the 3D, right? It's inevitable.
Yeah,
5D,
especially
let's say 5D and above, right? 5D and above, because 5D is just a term. It's more than that. You're more than that. But you're not going to stay in 5D. You're still living in the 3D world. But
especially when you hit your little toe, and then suddenly you realize you're right back here on 3D, and you're sitting with fucking pain.
I was in 3D land all day today. With my I went to visit my sister, and I mean that's Twangerville, where she lives. So but I enjoyed myself. It was okay to come back down and see how everyone else sees the world, because I've not been seeing the world through those eyes, and that was okay, but we've got to stop getting bogged down in the details, and that's the whole thing. But we do this, we create these problems to solve for something to do, because
especially
even though we're creating the new worlds, the new world, as perfect as we want it to be, it still needs to have duality in it, and it still needs to have contrasts. We just don't want it to be too fucked up. That's all.
Yeah, can we have duality without any demons eating children?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and especially when you're an Aries, then you're very much in your head and trying to figure things out. That's what.
And the Gemini.
Yeah. My moon is in Gemini. JC, and then just I don't want to hog too much, and I just first of all I want to say, Mark, your work is amazing. I love your conversations with your mate. They were so authentic and so beautiful. Just absolutely love it. And then JC, I would like to invite you to one of my roundtables. I sent you a private message with my email address, and if you would like to join, Mark has been on one with me, Mark, and it would be nice to have you on my round table, and we can, for me it's about uplifting this energy, especially now that we're in 2021, and leave the fear in another realm. So check my message and get my email address, and if you're keen, let me know.
Yeah, fear is in the rearview mirror now.
Yeah,
everybody. Nigel, how are you?
Is that Blues Brothers?
Hi.
I just made it up. It's quite cool.
Hi.
Oh, you made it up. Sounds like Blues Brothers.
I'm a fucking writer.
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Hello,
me?
Nigel. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah.
How's California?
Hi, Nigel. Oh,
Hi.
you're so cute. Hi.
Thank you. I've actually been very sick the last 2 weeks.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, since January, beginning of January, it's just I've had a terrible time with a flu of some sort. It's in my head and it's in my throat. I nearly didn't come on the show because I just don't need to do that. But it's been a really tough journey for me the last couple months because I felt the pull from 3 to 5, 3 to 5, 3 to 5, and I kept holding on to 3D. I don't want to keep calling it 3 and 5D. I kept losing faith.
Yeah.
So I would hold on to what I knew, and holding on to what you know is lovely, but you have to keep going in and in and in and in and in until you really know. And then I really knew that all my music and art and everything I've been doing for years and everything I talk about, I don't fucking listen to myself. So it's about love. It's about love. Love is the answer.
Yeah.
I've lost so many friends this year. I've lost family members.
Oh.
Bugger. Didn't want to cry.
Here you go.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. I got my own. Guess what colour it is?
I just transported it to orange, of course.
No, it's about love. It's about focusing on the creative. I've been blessed with my ex-wife. Well, I call my ex-wife. We're still married. We're just separated, and we live just around the corner from each other. She's been so helpful and so kind and so loving, and bringing me food and helping me with medication and nutrition and vitamins. So I'm feeling physically better, but it's this this love she brought back to our relationship that I had taken when I left that relationship, and I don't know why I did it, and I was sad about it, and we've talked about it, and it's hard for her to forgive, and it's hard for me to forgive myself, but it begins in self. I have to forgive myself. So love is where it starts, and love is how it grows. And being creative has really helped me focus on that love, and making music and making art has been my life for 30 years, and I've never made a living at it. Not really. But the truth is, it's not about making a living at it. It's about focusing on the creative aspect of it, and then letting that flow. There was a time when you were doing poetry early on, Mark, you did this one poem that was great, and it was like, but to me, it's like, I'm trying not to buy into the political too much. So it was like, so I wanted to give a different feel to it. So I said at the time, I don't want credit for it, but I did the remix, and took the politics out of the feel of the poem by adding music and showing love as best I can through this growth from an inner perspective, not from the political bombardment. So I really tried hard with that. And you know what? I didn't have to try hard. That's the whole point. When you sent me the lyric as a separate thing and I put it into the music, I didn't have to try hard. The music came together. The visuals came up on places where it was easy to download and it didn't really matter, and they just fit. All of the things just went boom, 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 boom. And it was then that I realized that creative process is how we all can do it, because we're all artists.
We're all creators.
Oh my gosh. And how we create and how we react, how we act in this world instead of reacting in this world. How we act in this world is who we are.
And what you said about making a living is really interesting, because you did make a living, you just didn't make money in the 3D system that you might have wanted to. And I think that's the thing that's all going to change, because
yes,
when you understand the whole movie industry, the whole music industry, the whole of media, TV, everything, even the internet, all of these celebrities we've been served up with have all signed contracts with Satan, and they're all part of that club. And the really good stuff doesn't get into that club, and never has. And what I'm really looking forward to, and I know this is going to happen, is that once we're through this pain barrier, it's going to be a completely different world where you're not going to, it's an abundant world that we live in. Nobody's going to have to scrabble around for money anymore. Nobody's going to have to scrabble around for food. We're not going to have any poverty. We're going to have, and you're going to follow your passions. Everybody's going to follow their passions and follow what they're good at, because the act of creating in and of itself is a noble pursuit. And and you will find, because of the technology we've got, like this now, having this conversation on a Monday afternoon with people all around the world and broadcasting it to the world, is, you know, people will you find your tribe, and then incredible things are going to happen. And I see that happening with art, I see that happening with education, I see that happening with the food supply, I see it happening with everything. And we're gonna
there's a lot of job openings. 70% of the public servants of America have just been arrested. There's a lot of job openings.
They need to be.
And Hollywood.
Yeah.
The actors, good people will get a job in Hollywood now.
The way
That's right.
I know.
That's right.
I'm
rebuilding.
I'm sorry. I'm in Hollywood. Well, I'm in Los Angeles. So, and I worked in Hollywood for a very long time. And the way I look at the way I look at it is Hollywood if you let her. I've been using my words and going back over my lyrics from the 30 years that I've been doing music and art, and it's all there. All the messages were to myself. I didn't listen.
Yeah.
I didn't listen. I am
Nigel,
now.
it sounds like you're going through the dark night of the soul. You're sort of transmuting a lot of old grief and things like that. And
I am.
but that, it's time for you to do that. It was stuff that you were burying, and it was time for you to do that. And this is why. Do you know the cold? When you have a cold and when you've got a runny nose and you've got a cold, that's internal tears. That's your you're crying on the inside.
That's the title of your next album, Nigel.
Internal tears.
Internal tears.
That's your body. Your body is it's kind of a way of allowing yourself to cry without crying constantly. Okay, so you're clearing a lot of old grief, and you've got to forgive yourself.
I try.
You've got
started
to.
praying.
You're such a good man. I know you live in like the devil's territory right there.
Yeah, but
Hollywood. Holly did. You should say that.
I like what David said earlier. I've been doing lots of art designs, just mostly online, based around my own, because I'm dipping back into what I used to. Art
well, that's the mindfulness. Yeah, it's mindfulness.
I'm going back in and making that. But I like David said that we all have our different way of balancing our own way of balancing this thing. I mean, there have been times when I watched all of the Abracadabra Code, couldn't make anything out of it. Really, I mean,
let it absorb.
To tell the truth, I did make something out of it. I did. Yeah. The fuck off letter.
Yes. How good is that?
No, it's the fuck it letter, not fuck off.
The rest of it, I'm kind of like, I mean.
But did you like the comedy?
Oh, it was like watching.
There was comedy. I didn't.
It was comedy.
Was there? I didn't see any comedy in
it. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed all that very much, and just let it wash over me. And some of the art with it is kind of starting to resonate with me. So I think I'm slow on the uptake. I think I've always done things way behind everybody else.
No. That's not true. We're all fractals of God, right? So
true.
God's having a big laugh here, and I am you, you are me, cuckoo, cuckoo, however that goes. It's actually pretty simple. Sorry.
Sorry, so I just want to jump in quick. With regards to Nigel, just sending you some love and some peace and healing. And also, just to quickly go off what you just said there, everyone's on their own timeline, their own journey. Everyone's going to see it through their own perspective, feel things differently at different times. But just know that you're not on your own. That there's a lot of us out there that are we're dealing with it in our own way. But just know that you do have a support network out there. You've just got to reach out for it. Like Mark said, we've lost friends, we've lost family, we've found our soul tribe now. And every day that goes by, we find a new person or we lose an old person, but the old ones, they're not worth it, are they? These new ones are. So just stay strong.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello, I want to talk to Vicky because she's been sat there waiting.
I'm going to mute myself because I will keep talking because I'm an idiot.
I know that, Nigel. I know that about you, but I do love you.
You're loved, Nigel. You're very loved.
Thank you.
You are, man.
I love you all. I love you all very much.
We should all mute ourselves. Let's all mute ourselves unless we're talking on the
love fest. Right, Vicky. Hello, Vicky.
Hey guys, Vicky here, aka Flower Power.
Hey, you've got one of my t-shirts on.
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody bought one.
Yeah, no, fuck it. I bought this one first. I was the first one, and I have a hoodie as well. JC, I'm waiting for your t-shirt. It has to be something with like fuck off, like a bag of dicks or something.
I'm getting it made, so don't worry. Like, because I just had a meeting on the weekend with the graphic designer, so don't worry. It's happening. It's happening.
Oh.
I'm not going to do a suck a bag of dicks one. That's Louis C.K. So maybe I'll do I'm not angry. I'm just passionate. I'm not angry. I'm just passionate.
You're gonna do that one about the thing up your bum.
Oh, DSD. We'll just call it DSD. Deep State Dildo.
Hang on, that's not very spiritual. What are you doing?
I'll just put a big, yeah, don't worry. Yeah, we'll do something.
Yeah.
It always goes back to bum jokes.
It
Jeez, I've got to
does.
shut my mouth.
Look, we're fractals of God. God's got an arse fetish, right? Simple as that.
Yeah.
Must have.
Oh.
Okay, can we do that as a t-shirt? God's got no. Anyway, hello, Vicky. Where are you?
Hello, Mark. Well, I'm from Romania, but I'm living in working in Wolverhampton in UK.
Wolverhampton, great.
Wolverhampton, yeah.
Right there in Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Is that in Liverpool? Is
you
it?
near my brother?
Yeah, not yet, but I would like to
man.
meet you. Oh, no, I don't want to meet him because he unfriended you on Facebook, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
I don't want to meet him.
And you're not in his bubble. You're not in his bubble.
I'm not in his fucking bubble. I don't want to meet him. He can fuck off.
Oh, that's my brother. Careful.
My apologies. Maybe he can like meet with my sister because they are the same. I don't know. In every family, you have to have one of these.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Sorry.
Yeah.
You come from the
I'm
same
a little-
parents, you live in the same place, and then you're totally different.
I think I'm adopted. I said that to my parents as well. I'm adopted because it's impossible. I'm nothing like my family, like my relatives. I'm something else. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit pissed off because like Nigel was saying, I'm like coming back and forth from 3D to 5D. You know, I'm having my inner battle. And today I had a rough day at work with all these twangers. And what I'm saying now probably is going to like make me lose my job, but fuck it, I don't care. I'm
Who
fed
gives
up.
a shit?
Who gives a shit? Fuck
Do you know what I mean?
them.
What
They
you
all
want.
can fuck off.
Just block your landlord's numbers when they're asking for the rent. Just all those kind of things I do. Just to...
You know you're live on YouTube, don't you, Belinda? Yeah.
Yeah. No, my landlord. No.
Don't give him any evidence.
I'm a lovely person.
I've stressed out money my whole life. You just got to sometimes relax. A lot of people lost their business in COVID. I didn't really lose work and stuff, but a lot of people, I guess, were just trying to guess how did people get through, you know?
Well, Vicky,
without it, relax and.
Vicky, do you seriously think that you will have lost your job because of?
No. I'm just joking. I hope my boss is not watching. I don't think he is.
No, probably not.
I'm speaking a lot about you at work and JC, so probably he is by curiosity he's going to watch you, but I don't know. Hopefully not today.
But if he is watching, hello, we love you.
Hello, I truly love you and I thank you for this job and I appreciate it. But he knows my opinion about all this that is happening. I really respect people and I love people and I'm blessed, #blessed, to live in these times. But some people, they just get on my nerves because I'm trying to have respect for them. But listen, like JC was saying, okay, let's leave this fear porn. Why do that? So we are this close to like be made to have that fucking test. I know this is a challenging time and I have to like go within and find myself, but some days like that, I just really want to tell everybody, fuck off. It's not fair. It's not fair what is happening and people should like wake the fuck up.
Well, I got a message on Facebook yesterday from somebody I've known for 30 years and he said, Mark, he's from Yorkshire, right? Mark, you've told me some interesting shit over the years, but honestly, get the fucking vaccine.
Oh, no fucking
And I went, oh, I said, seriously, do you know who I am? I said, I don't mean like that. I mean, like, I said, look, if you do one thing, please don't get the vaccine, right? And he said, he said he's going to do it. And he said, you're an idiot. He told me I was an idiot for not getting it done. And I was like, it felt like I was saying goodbye to somebody on their deathbed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there is a vaccine. I think whatever is out there is not actually, this is all theatre. I think all of this is theatre. And I don't think any of us 5D types should be even concerned about it. In 3D, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
But in 5D, I'm pretty damn sure. In fact, I'm going to come back to this. To anybody watching this that is still doubting this, or if you ever feel like it's all getting too much and it's too scary and everything else, just remember, if the bad guys were in control, we'd already be dead. I keep coming back to that because it's so simple once you understand that one fact. Because Clinton would have had us all in a nuclear war, and we'd all, the rest of us, be rounded.
And hang on. What did I see? What did I see in Antarctica? They're all gone.
They're all gone. They're all gone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I've got a theory.
They're gone.
They're eating.
They're gonzo.
Gonzo.
Yeah. Anyway, no, it's just like we're on the last you know, on the last phase, and I have to like keep my vibration up. But
oh no, I don't think we are on the last phase, Vicky. I think we've got another 3 years of lockdowns, and
yeah.
you know, the vaccines are going to get worse. And would you enjoy that?
And
Would you like
get
that?
ready for the FEMA camps, and
no,
let's go to FEMA. We're on our way to FEMA. We're on our way to FEMA.
No, I really want to see you guys. No.
Vicky, you know what? Your attitude is really good, and don't berate yourself. Don't berate yourself and think you've got to be all happy and all that shit. Like that's not about. People mistake keeping high vibration with being positive, love, and light.
Yeah.
It's actually that fake stuff doesn't cut it. It's about being real and just staying in touch with yourself. And then when you catch yourself being a little bit, you know, a little bit salty, just, you know, bring yourself back to center again. It's not about being perfect. And it's okay to be angry. God,
go and stand on the grass barefoot. Do you do that, Vicky?
No, sometimes I have to move. I'm living in a shitty flat for the moment. I want to move in a house to just. It is a shitty flat. It is. I have mold all over the place, and nobody gives a fuck, you know. And I'm paying rent anyway. This is another discussion. I had a rough day. I'm sorry.
No, you're brilliant.
You manifest, Vicky. You manifest your reality. Vicky, you manifest your reality. Manifest a place mold free.
Yeah, this year I want to meet you guys, and I want us, like, I have a vision, us, you know, getting together and drinking and partying and sharing experience.
We're going to do a world tour. We'll all do a world tour.
I cannot. Yeah? I'm manifesting this. I'm visualizing.
We've just got to find a really shitty little pub in every town around the world, and we'll do it then.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
you know,
matter.
that's what these Zoom meetings are going to be. They're just going to be pub crawls.
Well, that's you know, Wolverhampton's got nothing but shitty pubs in it, so we'll come in there, no problem.
Cool. Yeah. Basically, I came here to get a to get a break from this 3D because I really miss you guys, and when I'm feeling down, I just watch you, and you know, I told you, Jason.
Vicky, I've seen your comments. I've seen your comments in my YouTube. Your flower power, right?
Can we cheer you up?
Flower power, yeah, baby. Flower power.
I see. I've seen your comments on my videos.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So I want to thank you one more time. You really lift me up, you know, when I have a shitty day on 3D. So
You're awesome.
That's it. Thank you. Peace and love.
I'd love to I'd love to go to a pub with you. Awesome.
Yeah, a shitty pub in Wolverhampton.
No, I've done enough of them. Right, listen, it's been amazing.
Oh, Kitty!
It's been amazing having you all here. I have to go and do fatherly things, so I didn't expect loads of people to come on. We could do this again and have a big long one. On a Monday afternoon, this is great, and everybody that didn't get in, sorry. It's just amazing. It's amazing to interact with people that we've never met, because that's what this is all about, I suppose. But it's just brilliant to see you all. Thank you very much for.
Love you, Mark. Love you, JC. Love you, everybody.
Love you, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Saskia.